Sports. It's in the game.
Boom! He put a big hit on him, and he lets it fall out of his hand.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in the first quarter of play, and it's the Eagles in control of the football. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Gilmore. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now Rattler. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Rattler. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Bigsby. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. They'll try and throw for it, and they are able to add on to their advantage. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air is Rattler. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. 33 yards that time. So we reach past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down here by the Saints. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Up the middle with Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Forced out to his left. Able to slither by. And one more time. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Rattler. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Play action. Now Rattler. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Fancy footwork at the 45. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Shakes off the sack. Now he'll escape to his left. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Philadelphia, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.